Many thanks for staying with us at the Sterling Carnival, and right about now we're discussing the issue of today, and we'll be talking about the role of families in promoting societal values. And we have just the right person in the studio that will be discussing this with us. The name is Aisha Tiamiyu, and she is the Acting Director, National Orientation Agency for Ogun State. And Lola is here to read briefly our profile to us. Lola, are you ready?
Oh, yes. A brief profile of Mrs. Aisha Bolanle Tiamiyu. Mrs. Tiamiyu, Aisha Bolanle was born on the 17th of March 1969 in Lagos Island into the family of Kaka and Barua. She holds a bachelor's degree in microbiology from the Ogun State University, Agoiwe, now Olabisi Onabanjo University. She obtained that in 1995. She began her career at the National Orientation Agency in 1997 as an orientation officer too at the Lagos State Directorate. She is blessed with 2 children. She's blessed with children.
Yes.
She's married.
We have the right person here in the studio, obviously. And let's start from the scratch, Madam. We're going to talk about the role of families in promoting societal values. Now, let's just take a brief look into the word family, because I don't know if you agree with me that now we have different definition of the word family. So, and then some people are incorporating certain, especially the LGBTQ society, and some other individuals are incorporating different definitions to the word family. So what exactly does the word family mean, really?
Thank you, everyone. Good morning, Nigeria. So the word family, we can take it from a constitutional background. Constitutionally, you have the right to be born. So when you are born, there's a responsibility for those that have you from head. So we're not just going to bring a child to the world without being responsible for that child. The birth of the family in you centers on the mother. But the saying goes that if you educate your mother, you educate your nation. Because for every educated mother, the children will be educated, those around her will be educated too. So while far more, embracing the educational value of the child or of the mother is very, very important and germane in the upbringing of a child. First family is the mother. For the child, for the father, that father too has a mother. That mother too has a father and a mother. So we are bringing up a society.
So in essence, the family contains the mother, the father, and the children. What about the other type of family that can just be only the mother or the father?
Okay, it's possible, but there's no family that is formed without the mother and the child and the father. The father might have, gone another way, but the mother will still be family. In another way, it could be the father that is acting as with the mother and the father. So there's no family at all. It might just be absent of any problem that maybe take one of them away. But for every family, there's a father and there's a mother.
Okay, Lola.
Very true. Yeah, welcome, Mrs. Tiamiyu. Okay, so one thing I want to know, and I think a lot of people would want to know as well, right? The National Orientation Agency, we hear about it, but people don't really understand what it is they do. So how does the NOA touch the life of the average resident in Ogun State?
Thank you so much. The role of National Orientation Agency is to disseminate government policies and programs that belong to the entire Nigeria. So it starts with the entire Nigeria and the government policies and programs. What do I mean by sensitization? To create awareness. Every Nigerian must be aware of the policy on health, there's a policy on education, and you explain it explicitly. So that's the role of national orientation is. So another one I'm trying to talk about is mobilization. Mobilization simply means bringing every Nigerian on board. By bringing them on board, you must have been sensitized, you must have been orientated, and you know exactly what that policy is talking about. So our basic role in national orientation is sensitization and mobilization.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. I got to understand the policies on education and in other areas. But I want to get back to the topic of today, and that is the role of families in promoting societal values. I deal a lot with children, and I've seen children that they have only a parent. From the words what you just said now, you mentioned that much of these values should come from the mother. My question is it only the mother that has the major role to play in a child's life? Because I know that sometimes people look at it that a child that is being trained by the mother alone might not be a balanced adult. So how do we bring our male gender to contribute in giving us a balanced child? Because a family is just a nuclear aspect of a society. And whenever you have a family member that is not perfect, it affects the society. How do we bring the men forward? Because I don't believe that a woman should train the child alone.
Thank you so much. Well, from what I've gone through, from what I've seen the society do, they will tell you the female child should be pampered, while the female child should be subjected to household chores. So, by and large, that male child will have that ego that are the male child. And the female child will continue to work and work and work until she just feel like sleeping. Then the mother will say, you don't know he's the only man in the house. He's going to sustain the father. He's going to take after the father. That is where we went wrong. Obviously, a male child should be treated just the way a female child is treated. Yeah. So if a male child will be able to go into the kitchen chores and be able to do it, when he's married, helping the wife might not be something extraordinary. But because he has been brought up in the way that, no, I don't want to now, your sister will do everything. So even the bathing of the child, the taking the child to the school, everything is on the mother. The breastfeeding of the child, I know men cannot breastfeed, but at least they should just give a supporting role to the breastfeeding mother. There are some fathers that they don't sleep. When my baby is crying in the night, the husband will carry the child. All those supportive roles we are very, very necessary. It keeps the engine of the mother going, and the supporting assurance that, I'm not the only one in this. The shop will go, they will just disappear, even before the birth of that child. You will not see the husband again, because they are running from responsibilities. But if you take a critical role in the life of a child, that child will pay you back just the way you are. Don't worry about a man running away. Like my mother would say that if a man runs away from their responsibility and the wife takes it, definitely the divine blessing goes to the wife. Children don't forget. Though they can be manipulated, they can say, I like my daddy, I like my husband, I like this. No, but don't forget their upbringing. And you are very well stand on the child.
Now let's talk about the real role of family, the role the family plays in the society, especially looking at the modern way of family. Now we have families that try to, train their children indoors. Most families now is from school, back home, you stay indoors, you can't leave the flat or you can't leave the compound. It's difficult for the children to relate even with neighbors. Sometimes even the parents don't relate with the neighbors. Everybody tries to bring up their family and have their family in isolation, sort of. So what kind of effect do you think that the style of family that we have now has on the society? And really, what role does the family play in the society?
The family is supposed to be the basic, or the, what do I call it, the origin of that child. If a child is brought up indoors, outsiders will help you to train that child, try to train that child. Because the child will only be open to what you are training him at home. And there are people outside that are expecting those children to come out and they will train them what you fail to train them. We have isolated them from all the other families. You are training them, you've been training them in a conducive way in this. No, we don't do that. Then by those days when you will go out, your neighbors will help you to train your child. The fear of reporting you to your father will be there. I dare not do this because my father must know you. But these girls, we don't have that to do.
Why do you think it's so?
Because we have cascaded them from all over people that will help us to train them.
Maybe because we don't trust other people anymore. Maybe because
Not as if we don't trust. Yes, we don't trust them, but that's not the basic thing. We just want our children to know us alone, believe us alone, but we are getting it wrong. Those children, they believe more in what they see you do than what you tell them.
Yeah. So I taught in a school that this boy that was trained indoors and with the screen. So it comes to a point, the boy speaks like these animal cartoon characters. But the woman said something, which I want to connect it when we say that family and others should help us in training our children. The woman was able to eliminate some character traits around his environment, whereby the children can imitate, vulgar words, dirty words. She was able to protect those things because she trained her child on alone. So I believe that, I don't know, what about if there are negative influences around your environment, and as a family you've seen it and you want to curtail it, and you say, okay, my children, please, I don't want you to intermingle them with outside society.
It's true you can do that, but the overall ripple effect is that those children that were trained, when they are out there to enjoy the fruit of their labor, those untrained children can come and disturb their enjoyment.
That's why the families have a role to play.
That's what I'm saying. So we have to do it collectively.
Okay.
It's a collective responsibility. We have to do it jointly. You help others to train their children, others help you to train your own children.
Okay.
Because if you leave it out, our children are graduates. When they're supposed to be enjoying the fruit of their being a graduate, those untrained children will come and intercept them, and it might even take their life.
Thank
So we have to
you.
do it together. Train other people's children, train your own children. Let other people
Train other people's children.
Yes. Let me tell you why. Our gender-based violence meeting, so we were discussing, so a child was brought to us, a child of 8 years old. So she was complaining that a policeman will always harass her at school. And that child must have left her home. She will buy something on the road. There will be people watching the road. All those people that are selling on the road, she will tell that child back to school with the time for school. If we are training them communally, what they learn from you, what they will learn from you, is what they will, because you cannot be there always from your child. You can only pray that that child does not go into danger. So all those ones on the road, they must be responsible for the training of your child. If you want to be an ideal society,
But we do not have an ideal society. We have a society.
we advocating for
A
it.
society of Gen Z parents, where you see parents harass teachers for correcting.
Yes, now, it's them out. So they are prevent them.
There are some parents that will tell us not to beat their children.
I know.
So in that aspect, we have them, please don't touch this child. This child is the family idol, so we don't touch them. So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, thank you. Some teachers don't even have children themselves. They don't know what it takes to have a child. So they go out of their emotional or boundaries to discipline that child. In the sense of beating, I have seen a child abuse that child, and that child lost the life. So my children's school now, they will just put up cameras around the school. So they now start picking teachers that are overreacting. So you understand? Some teachers are like that, but it is best for you to allow teachers to help you bring up the children.
Okay.
Even those teachers, they believe those teachers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because they believe it, they say, my teachers fail. Mommy, you are not in my class.
Yes,
So,
we are
my
right.
teachers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Tiamiyu. So I want to ask, so this is about conflict and anger management and public behavior. We see a lot of aggression these days. We see a lot of, angry people, whether from the society or from their homes. What is the NOA doing about sensitizing people on emotional intelligence, on peaceful conduct of themselves, on managing their expectations and what the society is expecting from them?
Thank you so much. We have started from our architects, our cartoons. We now take them from the children's angle. From the children's angle, we have started teaching them our cartoons are in Yoruba, Hausas. So some of our children, especially we Yorubas, they can't speak Yoruba. But they know what it entails to be from a Yoruba culture. They are trained in the foreign culture, and they have imbibed those cultures into themselves. So it's very difficult to bring it out of them. Even when we are telling them, when you wake up in the morning, you go to your father, you life matter. Oh, daddy, that is our king. Nobody is doing that again. My friends, those children, they discuss among themselves.
Yes.
Before you know it, we are copying what is going on in another person's house. Because you have left that car clean and plain without anything. So anything that comes from the outside, just see that.
So one more thing. Really, sorry, Lola, before we go, just to focus on today's topic, really, how do you think, how is the NOA, National Orientation Agency, how do they come in ensuring that the societal values are not extinct, really?
Well, we are doing a lot in that. We have our program on TV. We go for all those, like I'm here now, I'm doing one.
Okay.
Everywhere we go to schools, any of the government policy, you go and meet them on their assembly. We can only do very little because we have very little resources. But for National Orientation Agency, every minute of the day we have something to do.
Okay. And this outreaches, what's the acceptability like?
Yes. Even if we raise up
school?
yes, they accept us. They listen to us. They ask questions.
And you get good feedbacks?
Yes, we do. And follow up. We follow up to words.
Okay.
So, but the most important thing is that we don't have the wherewithal to do it thoughtfully as we can.
So do you collaborate with other agencies since you cannot do it all?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do. Like there is a director, our major one is the domestic workers, maltreatment. We dealt with lawyers that are advocating for the rights of the girl child. But so many international bodies, the UNICEF, the UNDP, there's so many international bodies that we collaborate with.
No,
so we help, yes.
So beautiful.
Right.
We would love for this conversation to continue, but we have to go really on the program. Many thanks for joining us on the program today, Mrs. Aisha Tiamiyu, the Acting Director of the National Orientation Agency, Ogun State. Many thanks for coming on the program, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And to the beautiful ladies on set today, many thanks for coming, Love. And it's also good to see you again, the Ebony Queen. Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming. And thank you too for watching Ladies Rendezvous today on Ogun State Television. My name remains Lara Emmanuel. See you next time.